Hello, beautiful human. Give me less than 5 minutes and let's see if I can read your mind. Okay, so here's the main problem. You've evolved personally, but your brand and your brand message hasn't caught up. Now, the symptoms that indicate that problem are things like being overlooked for big opportunities. You feel like your messaging kind of dilutes over time, and you might end up going more into like a more teaching or education mode versus like a sharing and storytelling mode. People say you're inspiring, but then go off and spend 10K on somebody else's offer. You're not getting the engagement that you want to get, or maybe that you used to get. Or how about this one? You try to say what you mean sitting in front of your email marketing provider or whatever social media, and you go to write a post and try to say what you mean and it doesn't sound anything like you, and it ends up sounding like the stuff that you always say and not exactly what you meant to say at all. And you end up kind of stuck in overthinking mode. And the last one is that you're maybe not always working with your dream people, doing your thing that you love. You make sales, people ask you for stuff, it's in your wheelhouse, but it's not the thing. It's not the thing that you want to be known for, that you really want to be doing. It's not your category of one muchness. But you're not new to business and you're not one to just sit on your hands. So you've tried stuff. You've worked with coaches, sales experts, marketing experts. You've gone back over your offers. You've built a custom AI bot or invested in mind blowing prompts. But unfortunately, you keep ending up back in the same place with the same problem. And the reason for that is because you're actually solving the wrong problem. The real problem is a fundamental disconnection between what you want to say and what your audience is actually hearing. And it's not your fault. We're only taught communication and writing for academia and for marketing purposes. You're never actually at any point taught how to say what you fucking mean. And the other reason why none of those external things are solving your problem is because they're just that external. And everything has to start with you and what you want to do and then match it to your audience. Whereas traditional business is like ideal client first, which makes sense. You don't have a client without a business. But if you have a business you hate, or that you're not doing what you love, or you've like reached a ceiling on your income, then is it a business or is it a prison? This is why I created my unique methodologies held together by the expression Ouroboros, which is a symbol of being eternal, of things constantly cycling through, that you're constantly integrating things like developing new knowledge, creating names for things, and having new knowledge based on that, and the constant cycle of that. And within that cycle lives your messaging, how you internally articulate things, your language and tone, your offer alignment, your unique positioning, differentiation through story. Those. And then externally, outside of the Ouroboros, you'll see the emotion, differentiation, growth, engagement. That's the edge content method. That's the external articulation of those ideas, all connected by this Ouroboros. So we start with you, your language, what you want to convey. And once we unpick that golden thread, then we connect that with language that deeply resonates with your people. This is the path that we'll follow. We'll spend 10 weeks together, but the first 5 are following this path. And then the last 5 are clean up, a couple more calls, that kind of thing. So it's intentionally front loaded like a sprint so we can build some momentum. And then you've got 5 weeks of cleanup at the end. But we'll start with expansion. So a little bit of unlearning some of those things, a little bit of fun and play, expanding so that you can become the container that can hold the things that you want to say. And then we'll dive into my loud methodology, starting with your language and tone, developing language around your distinct voice, your unique positioning. What is your category of oneness? What is your offers, and making sure those are aligned with actually your unique positioning and what you want to deliver. And then your differentiation through story. How do we express your unique positioning? What's the golden thread that comes up again and again, and how we express that through storytelling. By the end of our 10 weeks together, you'll have a revised and aligned word bank and language guide that comes from your highest self full of words that sound like you, your emotionally connected story bank, again, infused with micro-specific language that deeply resonates with your people, your core brand and origin story that connects that golden thread of your experience, your transformation statements for your offers, your elevator pitch, no I help thing, nobody wants to be helped. That actually expresses what you do in a way that is instantly recognizable to your people. And of course, your individual bios for all your socials and things like that. And podcast pitches, and you might say, CC, I have this stuff already. And yeah, fair enough, you probably do, but having it written down isn't the same thing as having recognizable, precise, specific language that instantly resonates with your people. This is the work I've been doing one-to-one with clients for years. This is how I've developed those methodologies. Clients have landed international speaking gigs, TEDx talks, made over 20K from organic launches, fully sold out their programs, grown their memberships to over 100 members, created like fully evergreen funnels. And typically the investment for one-to-one work like that with me starts at around 5K these days. But by transforming this into a group program, I've not only amplified its potency, so you're together with a group of 12 others working towards the same goal, everybody's energy working together towards the same thing, and also you will grow so much quicker because being vulnerable in a group and being seen for exactly who you are and being held and loved and supported anyways is fundamentally transformational and will just absolutely skyrocket you because you're practicing these things in a safe space, expressing yourself in a safe space, and you will progress exponentially because of the power of the group. You can join the small group program for just a fraction of that. We'll start in the beginning of January. I will let you know that I am increasing the price every week or 2 weeks, just to continue to build that urgency until all the spaces are filled. I'm just beating my drum about it in the meantime. So go ahead and join us now. If you would like to, make sure that you save your space. I'm only taking 12 total, and at the time of recording this, 2 of those spaces are gone, so there are only 10 left. And again, the investment is increasing accordingly. If you have any questions, do feel free to reach out to me via email or social media. I'll reply to you within 12 to 24 hours. I welcome questions. And if not, go ahead and hit the button to either pay in full or pay over 4 months. And since you're here and you've watched to the end, I'll give you the secret code EXPRESSION. Use that on Pay in Full to save £200, or use the code EXPRESSION4 to save £50 a month for 4 months, totaling that £200. So you can save if you want to pay monthly as well. Thank you so much for being here, for watching this. Remember, just 2 clicks, you can join us, or DM me, or shoot me an email if you have any questions, and I'll see you inside. Bye.